Welcome to the Three Up Top podcast, the home of football opinions, match reactions, transfer talk, predictions, and everything happening in the beautiful game. Three mates, three perspectives, one podcast. This is the Three Up Top podcast.
Welcome back to the Three Up Top podcast. There's just some breaking news come out. Eddie Howe has left Newcastle, which is quite surprising, especially with a lot of their outgoings. We can quickly chat about that, go through it, give our thoughts and opinions. Probably predict now, maybe change my predictions where I think Newcastle's going to finish.
Yeah, they're going to struggle in my opinion.
Definitely, 100%. 100%. They've lost key players in the middle. They've lost wingers, attackers. They've not really signed much. Or quality compared to what they've lost.
What was your first reaction, Cam, when the news broke this morning?
You cried.
Yeah, I can't. Nah, I kind of knew in my head that it was going to go anyway. I was saying it for quite a few months now that it was going to go. So it wasn't much surprise, but I think it's just a downfall for Newcastle. I'm worried about them in the Premier League now.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I was looking at them, right, because I won't lie. I'm not surprised, but I sort of am. I'm not, because with the amount of the spend, with how the club's going, how they want to think they are, like they think they're going to be. When the Saudis took over, they thought they're going to be this top big six team, didn't they? They think they're going to be bigger than Liverpool, bigger than United. They thought they're going to push because they had these billion-dollar owners, whatever. It's obviously not gone that way. It's actually gone quite backwards in recent years. Like, you look at last season, Sunderland get promoted, they finish above Newcastle. It's quite embarrassing.
And like, as well.
Yeah, it's a massive embarrassment, that is. And the fact that Eddie Howe's been in, and he's not really took them to any high levels or took them to any certain places. Obviously, they got to the Champions League and whatever, but there's nothing really to come out of that and go, look, fantastic, great achievements. Like,
yeah, I think I predicted Eddie Howe to go anyway. I'm pretty sure we've all said that in a video that we've recorded before. But I didn't think he would go in this manner. I didn't think he would just leave like now. It just seems really weird timing, don't it? Do you not think the timing about it's like dead weird?
It does, but it makes you think, don't it, that maybe their owners are just in it to sell now, because they've lost Tonali, they've lost Gordon, they're going to lose Guimaraes, aren't they? He's going to Arsenal, clearly. And there's talks of obviously Lewis Hall leaving as well, and maybe he's not happy about them, the fact that they're just giving up and selling their players. He might not really have a choice, to be honest, because Newcastle's Newcastle, aren't they? They are quite well known in England, but other than that, they're not this top six team who can compete with the likes of Chelsea, United, Liverpool.
Yeah, they were trying to break into that, weren't they? And at one point they were breaking into it. To be fair, they had like 2 or 3 good years under him. But no. I think it's obvious that obviously they're selling all the best players. Obviously, Tonali went. Bruno could be going to Arsenal. That probably looks more likely now that Eddie Howe's left. Yeah, I think it probably is the situation of, because he did leave, didn't he? He hasn't been sacked. Like it's come out saying he's left. So I think it's the situation of, obviously he's not happy with the club constantly selling their best players, not bringing anyone in of like a decent quality this window. It's been 2 poor summers for him, because the summer before that, obviously he's left to Liverpool. That got dragged on all summer, didn't it? So that weren't a great story for him. But I do worry for him, because I mean, obviously we now know who they're targeting to bring in. Matthias. What's his last name? Yassel.
Yassel. I'm not too sure.
Some geezer from Saudi anyway is who they want to replace him with. So what's he going to come over and do? I don't know. Is he just a yes man? Like,
yeah, it's definitely going to be.
He's going to be given these tools that aren't to the top quality standards that they really want. But I do worry. I definitely do worry for Newcastle. What do you think Eddie Howe does from now?
England job.
Yeah, it could be possibly England job, or you wait till around about Christmas and see who.
He'll be waiting around waiting for a bit. He'll see what jobs.
Would you want him as the England manager?
I'd like him.
Based off of how he manages, though, or just because he's English? For me, I always prefer an English manager to be
Yeah,
manager of England. So
Yeah,
that's why I'd lean towards it. But I mean, this is no disrespect to Eddie Howe, but I don't think he's a great manager. I just think Newcastle for those couple of years.
Yeah, but international managers don't have to be
they had
great,
a
do they?
decent team, didn't they? They had a decent
International
team.
managers don't have to be great, do they? They just have to manage a team full of quality players already
Yeah, that's a good
and
point.
just win something. It's not they're not managing a team exactly like a club team.
Throughout a
Where
season, yeah.
It's different. It's a different level of management. I don't think you have to be as qualified to be an international manager as a club manager, realistically.
I don't think we'll get us over the line though.
No, I can't see that happening anyway. But I can definitely see him being linked with the job. Interestingly, that I've just read before we started recording. There was a couple of people involved with Newcastle, wasn't there? You know that woman. I don't know what role she played or anything.
Amanda Staveley, was it?
But they're buying some shares in West Ham.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And I saw some West Ham fans on Twitter saying that maybe there could be a link there.
To West Ham, I can't
If
see
Nuno ever goes, like if West Ham goes straight back up,
that'll be some drop off
from Newcastle to West Ham.
Yeah,
it would. But Cam, where do you see Newcastle going from here? Like, what do you like? Where can they go? What do you think they're going to do?
I actually had no idea. It could, like I say, I think I was kind of worried for him. Where no Champions League football. Maybe the problem will not get Champions League football for the next 5-10 years. They could even fight with relegation. I think I put them 14th as my prediction.
I can't remember where I put Newcastle, but I definitely put them bottom half. I think because even with Eddie Howe and just losing Tonali, so I'm pretty sure we recorded that video just when they sold Tonali or around that time.
Yeah.
So he was the only outgoing, and that was before players even rejected him. So obviously, like that Manzambi's rejected Newcastle to go to Villa. I think I had them quite low down as well.
Yeah, they've had some embarrassing moments, haven't they, this window?
Yeah, well, it's been a calamity for like the last couple of seasons for them, hasn't it? The transfer windows. So maybe do you think like it's internally? Do you think the owners are like down tooling and like getting ready for a possible sale?
Possibly.
When you think of all the players that they're selling and you look at who they're bringing in.
I think they thought they could come in and just pump money into a club and then turn into this fantastic team like they can do Saudi. You know, like they could just pump money into the club. It's a private league basically in Saudi. They're all owned by the same sort of people, so they would just pump money into one club, buy players, whatever, spend whatever money. I reckon they thought they could come over and do the same thing, but in more of like maybe like the Man City 115 charges way. But they've realised they can't do it and can't get away with it.
Yeah, I think they just try to cement into Champions League every year, didn't they? When you're buying players who are good enough for that, as soon as you ain't got it, the big clubs come and get them, don't they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they do struggle massively with the PSR, FFP, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But it's the same rules for everyone, though, isn't it? I mean, I say that with a grain of salt because, like,
the big teams get away with it more, don't they?
Yeah, they do. The traditional top six.
It's also sponsorships.
Always seem to be able to like spend whatever they want, and when you're Aston Villa and Newcastle trying to break into that, and you're just stuck under limitations, it's hard to really progress. And obviously, we see Aston Villa going the other way to what Newcastle are. So they seem to still be improving year on, but Newcastle are obviously a drop off. I don't think they'll be in relegation trouble this season, but I definitely think they could be, and I do think it might come if they don't get their act together.
Could be one of the surprising teams that could fall into that bracket. I
think it's going so bad for them.
I think they could. I'm not going to say they are, but I think there's a small chance that they could drop into that bracket of. They could be in that bottom three fighting for like the last place, like the 18th place or something. I think after we've done our review, like we put down Coventry, Ipswich, all the new teams to go back down. I think if you look at them now, I think Coventry actually slowly building and not a bad team. I think Ipswich are sort of investing quite well. I think they could even put up a good fight, and we might even see teams like the likes of Fulham or Palace or Newcastle drop down into them positions because they've lost players heavily. They're not really backed themselves heavily just yet. And I just think Newcastle have a lot that's going on. It's just there's a lot of stuff going on off the pitch that it's going to affect them on the pitch. And their odds at the minute are 12-1. So it's like they've got good odds to stay up still, but 12-1 to still go down. It's probably one of them like secret ones you could chuck a couple quid on or something.
I think. Do you have anything to add to that, Cam? It looked like you.
Yeah, I think the fans are going to be divided as well, aren't they? Because I know some of them wanted Eddie Howe when he was playing. Some of them wanted to back him. So that could cause a bit of... If they start losing the first few games of the season, that's the least thing you want to do, and fans at the back of you.
Yeah, I have seen that. It's been a mixed emotions from Newcastle fans, especially on Twitter, because some have been saying they should have sacked him after the Derby loss. They should have gotten if they were gonna have like a part in, they should have got rid of him at the end of the season. But then they've planned like for the transfer window and things have happened. Obviously, it's Eddie Howe's decision, so he's not happy with what's going on at the club. That's the most important thing to stress about. Like he hasn't been sacked.
There's definitely a breakdown in there. There's definitely a breakdown with the higher ups and him.
And there must have been a conversation about planning like the squad and stuff. And when they said, "Oh, these players are going," obviously he's not happy. Who would be when you're selling your best players? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I just wanted to get their opening fixtures up just to look. So they start the season at home to Liverpool, which is going to be tough. And then they go to Spurs. Then they've got Bournemouth at home. And then they've got Leeds away, Hull at home, and Coventry away. And then they play Villa. So that's a really tough opening set of fixtures. And I feel like if they lose that Liverpool game and then go to Spurs and lose, which is probably likely when you look at the new Spurs squad, and then they've got Bournemouth at home, and if things still ain't going well, and especially if they go to that Leeds on the fourth or fifth game of the season and lose that as well, could be in trouble, man.
I agree.
Yeah, they've still got like decent players, aren't they? But now Eddie Howe's gone, are the players going to follow him, or they're going to want out?
Yeah, well, we've seen a lot of links, haven't we, of players leaving.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with them in the next couple of days. Is this manager going to attract players? Like, Newcastle doesn't attract players as it is at the moment. Like, players are rejecting them left, right, and centre. So it's like they need a massive change, I think. I don't know what that is personally, but maybe it's the higher ups that need to get their act together or something like that. But you could have said, though, another argument is, well, if this happened earlier, if Newcastle was to sack Eddie Howe a bit earlier, then probably could have brought in a higher caliber manager maybe before they all moved on. Yeah, because everyone seems to be setting jobs now, don't they? So
yeah, they would have like Glasner.
Glasner and Iriola are the main ones, aren't they?
Marcus.
Even
Marcus. What did you say, Cam?
Marcus Silva as well.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's going to be very interesting anyway. Do you have any final thoughts on them?
No.
It's going to be a tough season for them. It's going to be one of them teams to watch now, see what happens.
Yeah. We'll have to see what comes out in the next couple of days. If any other like key players, if that Bruno deal goes through with Arsenal, which I think it probably might do now, we'll have to see where they end up and who they look to bring in. But anyway, guys, leave your thoughts in the comment below as well. And let us know how you think Newcastle will do. It's going to be interesting. And we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to the 3 Up Top podcast. 3 Up Top. 3 Up Top. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and we'll see you next weekend.